iGUIDE refresh, new 3D tour display. How about the showing and telling us?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it. So I'm going to share my screen. Give me just a moment.
And while Chris is getting set up, the website is www.goiguide.com. That's G-O, the letter I, G-U-I-D-E.com. www.goiguide.com. Chris, what are we looking at?
Right. Good question. So let me just full screen this so you can see it a little bit better. So this is the iGUIDE. So for those who haven't seen it before, you're going to notice that there are 360-degree visuals and floor plans. I know that sounds really obvious, but that's important because the iGUIDE is always going to have those two things. There are lots of different types of tours out there. They've all got their pluses and minuses, their pros and their cons. With the iGUIDE, the core experience is about providing important information to people who are going to be making decisions. So it's about empowering people with property information. And the way the iGUIDE does that is providing this experience, 360-degree visuals. You can look wherever you want. Look at the ceiling.
I do want to point out
and a floor plan.
As you're walking around this house, it's a little bit herky-jerky, but that has nothing to do with iGUIDE. That's all about WGAN-TV and the technology that we use to do this screen sharing, et cetera. So know that it is a very silky smooth walkthrough experience with the iGUIDE.
That's right. Let's not blame my shaky hands either. It's probably not that. So what this allows you to do in the iGUIDE is look at what you're interested in looking at, but then also navigate the property in any way that you choose and really quickly and easily. So what I mean by that is imagine that this experience is very much like walking through a space while holding a map, right? It's a very common thing to sort of think about doing, although I guess people have maps on their phones now, but whatever. The nice thing about this is that you can use the information to get the information you want quickly, as I said. So if I want to look at something, I can obviously click on the visuals and move closer to it. I can zoom in and I can change the direction of the camera. But at any time I can go over and I can look at the floor plan and I can get a sense of where I am in the space and how the rooms connect. And I can also obviously move around the space by clicking on the visuals to go where I want to go visually. But then when I look at the floor plan, I can go instantly where I want to go and, kind of teleport there. So these two types of navigation are really complementary because there are times where I want to know more about a space I'm currently in that I can see. And there are times where I want to know more about a space that I cannot. So a huge advantage here is that if I'm a serious, home shopper and I'm trying to figure out the answers to my questions, they're almost always the same. I have 3 kids. So it's like, what do the bedrooms look like? So I'm not going to, I'm not going to walk visually around the property for 15 minutes trying to find the bedrooms. I'm just going to look at the floor plan and I'm just going to click on the bedroom. And that is fantastic when you are trying to get the information that you want right away without fussing about with it. So that's a huge advantage. So